Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Greetings, my beloved friends. Today, May 29th, 2023, our devotional is entitled Internal Problems. The scripture reading is taken from Nehemiah chapter 5, verse 9. Then I said, "What you are doing is not good. Should you not walk in the fear of our God because of the reproach of the nations, our enemies?" Nehemiah suffered an incredible amount of external opposition. The struggle was so intense that the workers only removed their clothing to bathe. Nehemiah chapter 4 verse 23. He also met with internal opposition. While some were building the wall and did not have time to take care of their own needs, others did their best to get rich off the workers. Generally, attacks will come from the outside, but sometimes the people closest to you bring you affliction and suffering. This internal opposition is nothing new. When the enemy could not destroy the church by persecution, he joined it to bring in discouragement, division, and animosity. The closer our attackers are to us, the more difficult it is to deal with the feelings involved. The most painful wounds are the ones inflicted by the people closest to our heart. Some of the Israelites, governors, and priests were taking advantage of the people. The harmony was broken. They were filled with discontent, confusion, and division. The workers on the wall did not have time to tend to their crops, and they had to ask for seed from usurers who charged unreasonable interest rates. They had to put up their possessions as security to buy food, and they even had to give their children away as slaves to pay off part of their debts, even though that was forbidden in Israel. Exodus chapter 22, verse 25. Have you suffered from injustice? Heaven is very near to those who suffer for righteousness' sake. Christ identifies his interests with the interests of his faithful people. He suffers in the person of his saints, and whoever his faithful people is, he suffers with that person as well. And whoever touches his chosen ones touches him. Nehemiah found out about the abuse and was filled with indignation, and he summoned the oppressors and demanded that they stop their evil practices, and they agreed. Then Nehemiah summoned a public meeting and required them to repeat their vows in front of the priests and sign an agreement. Nehemiah chapter 5 verses 8 to 12. Then he shook his uniform and swore in the name of God. What is your attitude when you see injustice in your family or in your church? Do you keep silent? We need modern Nehemiahs who will not tolerate hypocrisy nor dishonor the church, and who will not compromise with injustice, who will not be afraid, who will stand on the side of justice, though the heavens may fall. Do what is right and glorify God.